today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU. Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to the net. It's going to go down
By J.J. Watt.
And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
J.J. Watt.
The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to number
Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And all the way down to the 35.
Beckham Jr.
It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Mayfield now. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown.
81,
Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Parkey with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun to give to Mixon. Give him 14 on the play. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bengals nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the run, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd and short.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
So here are the Browns to take over. They're on top here. So they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 23-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to...
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So that'll back them up 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And it is now 21-0. That time a 6-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Burrow toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. 3rd down here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 13 yards.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. He chucks him aside. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play. And then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Parkey's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So we've come to halftime after the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Set to kick off.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Shifts free at the 15. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb, 97 yards. And the Browns continue to roll. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
1st and 10.
First down. Here's Burrow. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Joe Mixon. Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On second down, Mayfield again. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Fourth down.
Going deep here for Landry. And this is going to be incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Joe Mixon.
We did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up 4th. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run for it with Mixon, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And all the way down to the the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. You're trash. What's that?
And they take a knee. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Mayfield to throw it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, Charles, you said it after the 4th down stop. That's almost guaranteed points the other way, and that comes to fruition with the touchdown.
Well, the unnecessary risk did come back to haunt them, didn't it? End up getting those points that I predicted that they were going to give up because it's guaranteed points if you don't make that play.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now Burrow on 1st down. Now Burrow loses the football.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT in the game. Instead, 2nd down. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27 on the
Mayfield on 1st down.
Browns, 1st down.
He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Landry. A gain of 15. 1st down, Browns.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Browns, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
you.